Why porn makes you a slave? Well, you should think about this question for yourself, and you have to understand why it brings such a strong addiction, why it weakens you. And you may wonder, my brother, why I use the word slave for that, but it's the correct word to use here. You probably know that slavery mostly came out from the Roman Empire, where there were gladiators, eunuchs, and representatives from other branches of the Roman social life, ending with usual slaves. They all participated in various perverted ancient parties. And when emperor had parties, the only one thing they could do is to watch how emperor fucks his wife, and the only one thing they could do is to look at it with stone face. And they couldn't do absolutely anything because they were slaves, and they couldn't change their condition at that time. This situation created complete conviction that they are slaves, and the only one thing they can do is to watch or to perform what emperor says. Sometimes these slaves could try to make the wives of Rome's emperors aroused, to have sex, or to prepare them for that. So they understood that they almost had no will. Their life depends on the other person. The next point is that porn creates unrealistic convictions about sexual life and beauty. When you search for another video in order to get a so-called takeoff, you unconsciously try to find a video with the most beautiful woman, with the most well-built man, with the best quality. That's one of the reasons why people can start watching absolutely crazy content after some time. So that happens because dopamine receptors have lost their sensitivity significantly. And in order to get another dose of dopamine, you need a more beautiful picture, a more interesting plot. And you can't even understand how could that happen. Like, what's the reason? That's the reason, my bro. That's how it works. My second point. Porn is the engine of progress. People click on all those adult images they can't abstain from. And with the help of that, plenty of cynical people earn billions on people's addictions and instincts. My advice to you how not to relapse. Every time when you see an arousing picture or a video, just try to imagine all those fat, ugly, petulant, abominant men with glasses. How they smile at people who they manipulate and control with the help of these devastating materials. How also porn destroys you is the fact that it involves constant comparison. You always compare yourself, girls from your entourage, streets to ones the video. But the essence is that it's unreal state of things. Only from 1 to 5% of people look so. Because the thing is, you don't have such huge muscles, you don't have such a long tube. Girls seem to you unattractive, unfinished. You also seem to yourself unfinished and ugly, and it includes stress, guilty feeling of shame. Because you understand that you're a slave and you can't change anything. You watch how owners, because it's still in your head, that there were landlords, feudals, kings, etc. Throughout history, we have all been involved in this feudal relationship, in one way or another, and when you watch it, it turns on, it's a slave program of subjugation like in the Roman Empire. Because the elite stratum has always been scanty, and the rest of humanity was 99%. And now, they are teasing us, mocking us like we're retarded animals, and that they can do anything with us. But this is absolutely not so. The same thing consists Instagram. When you flip through the pages and it gets worse and worse, because people are pushing everything to the maximum, this is not the real state of things. And then again, this feeling of guilt that they have everything, made a fortune, and you're just shit in life, broke. It's stress, guilt, introspection, and the deterioration of the situation. Brother, my conclusion is that We should get rid of all these things. Overcome it. Yes, it won't be easy. There can be relapses. But still, the philosophy of addiction and slave mind isn't for us. Leave it for weak people, to those who don't want to get grace and achieve incredible results, for those who want to squander their lives watching pixels. On this channel, you'll see videos about NoFap, self-improvement, lucid dreams, and many other interesting topics. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, brother. Hit the like button. Soon, there'll be more resources where you can get valuable information from me. I wish you great path and power, brother. Remember that it's only beginning.